Write a short note on rolling settlement. Rolling settlement is one in which trades outstanding at the end of the day have to be settled. Payment made for purchase or deliveries in the case of sales of security within X business days from the transaction date. A rolling settlement is one which trades outstanding at the end of the day have to be settled. Payments made for purchase or deliveries in the case of sales of securities within X business days from the transaction day. Thus, in a T plus 2 rolling settlement, a transaction entered into on Monday, for instance, will be settled on Wednesday when the pay in or pay out takes place. In rolling settlement, trades on each single day are settled separately from the trades done earlier or subsequent trade days. The netting of trades is done only for the day and not for multiple days. In a rolling settlement, trades on each single day are settled separately from the trades done earlier or subsequent trade days. The netting of trades is done only for the day and not for multiple days. SEBI has gradually mandated most of the scripts to be settled exclusively on rolling settlement basis. T plus 2. The transactions in the compulsory rolling settlement CRS are settled on T plus 2 basis, that is both pay in and pay out of monies and securities for transaction in scripts on transaction day T day would take place on the day after immediately following day. However, transactions in Z group securities are settled only on trade to trade basis on T plus 2, that is the facility of netting up of buy and sell transaction of the same day as available in other securities is not available with securities falling under Z group. In other words, if an investor buys and sells X number of shares on the same day, then he shall first have to actually deliver and then receive the securities on the settlement day. Value at risk based on margining approach has been adopted for transactions done in CRS scripts with effect from July 2, 2001 in the their value at risk system of margining historical volatilities of scripts and overall market volatility is considered to arrive at value at risk margin percentage for script. Further, the market to market differences are collected on a day basis and the broker members are required to maintain a capital level as prescribed by the exchange adequate to support their exposure at all time. In case a member fails to deliver the shares sold in rolling settlement, the exchange contracts an auction session on T plus 2 to meet the shortfall created by non-delivery of shares in this auction session. Others are invited from the other members to deliver the shares sold by originally selling members, since delivery has to be made to the buying member. In case no shares are received in auction, the sale transaction is closed out at a close out price determined by higher of the following. Higher price recorded in the script from the settlement in which the transaction took place up to a day prior to the auction, 20% above the closing price on a day prior to the auction. In this case, the auction price, close out, and difference between sale price If positive is payable by the seller who failed to deliver the skip. In case auction closeout price is less than sale price, the difference is not given to the seller but is credited to investor protection fund.